Hi, this is Mauler Mike coming to you from the Raccoon River on the western side of downtown Des Moines with this week's Who Dat. We're going out to the Spring Branch area of Houston, Texas this week. We're going to be interviewing Shaun Bott. He is the owner of the Bomb Squad. Welcome, Shaun.
Thank you. Happy to be here, Mauler.
All right. Hey, well, why don't you start out? Just tell us a little bit of something about yourself. Who is Shaun Bott?
Certainly. Born and raised in Houston, Texas. I got a college degree, 7-year-old daughter. Divorced, the good stuff.
All right. But why don't you tell us a little bit about your history in the AOFFL?
Came in 2013. Didn't really have much players, so pretty much had to build everything from scratch. Ended up winning the championship in 2019 against you, sir. It was a good game, well fought. But so yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. Winning that trophy meant a lot to me. Just always kind of admired the league from afar, and once I finally was able to get in, it was fun being in, and then actually being able to win it, just to put the cherry on top and trying to get back, and win it again.
Well, let me ask you this. When other AOFFL teams think about the Bomb Squad, what players should come to mind?
I thought about this, and, I'd have to say at the time it was Aaron Jones and Dalvin Cook. Because, the reality is that, for that stretch run I had and ended up winning the championship, those two guys were going off. And, I don't think really anybody really wanted to play me that year because of those two guys. And obviously I had some pretty decent quarterback play to win. So, but I think those two guys were pretty much the ones you would look at and just kind of be like, oh, crap,
Now, I have to ask you, when that was happening, wasn't Dalvin Cook playing under the number 33 just like Aaron Jones?
Yeah, I think he was. It was before they changed the numbers, right? The number sequence?
That is correct. And I'm wondering if that might be the problem. Perhaps he should switch back to 33 again. However, both those guys are healthy. It looks like they're both off to a pretty good start this year. So let me ask you the next question. Would you say pro wrestling, boxing, or UFC?
For me, it's UFC all the way, baby. UFC. Trained in it for a little while back in my early 20s. Had fun doing that. Did it mostly just for the exercise, but, it really got me into the sport. And, especially, you got the ladies up right there. Just watching, the ladies fight, it's really something special. It's really a sight to behold. And I really admire the courage that the people have that do that, and, everything that they do. And how outspoken they are in a lot of different subjects. So, yeah, I really like the UFC.
Well, as you can see by the graphic, that was a correct answer. Great job and great answer. A little bit more about the Bomb Squad. Who would you say is the worst draft pick ever by the Bomb Squad?
In recent memory, I'd have to go with George Kittle last year. It's a touchdown-only league, and, this guy just was a total bust. He got injured. He didn't contribute at all to my team. I ended up dropping him by, week 3 or something like that, and really just kind of tucked tail and kind of just moved on. It was not a good pick. I'm not very happy about it. I looked to make a better pick this year, and I think I did in drafting Damian Harris. He's already, started off to a good start with the Patriots, and I'm really liking that pick this year as a good rebound pick from last year.
All right. Well, how about the opposite side of that? Of all time, who would you say was the best draft pick ever by the Bomb Squad?
That one was actually pretty easy because it has to have been Carson Palmer. And this is a year I think that I should have won the Super Bowl in the AOFFL a little bit earlier because I got Carson Palmer in like the 12th or 13th round one year, and he ended up putting up top 10 numbers, maybe even top 5 numbers in terms of touchdowns. But he was going off. He was slinging the rock. The Cardinals, he had a resurgent year. Everybody thought he was down and out, and he came back and hooked up with Fitzgerald and all them other guys, and he was just going off. He went off that year, and he really carried my team. And we ended up losing in the playoffs. I think it was the second round. But I mean, it was a great regular season for sure. I started out 6-0, I believe, that year, or 7-0, and he really kind of just came out of nowhere.
Well, why don't you tell all the other runners something about Shaun Bott that maybe we don't know?
Maybe something y'all don't know would probably be I used to collect baseball cards as a kid, and I guess for a lot of the newer owners, that I wrote articles for Fantasy Pros for fantasy football content for a little bit when I was in college. So yeah, I think that's pretty neat, and probably what I'll stick with right there is writing fantasy football articles.
Okay, I'm going to probe just a little farther on that one. Why don't you tell us about, you're going to have to think because I didn't give you this one ahead of time, the stupidest thing you've ever bought?
Like in general?
Yeah.
Man.
Expensive car, fancy jewelry for a chicken you end up with.
Yeah, I've bought stupid cars before, but I mean, I think some of the more stupid purchases would be when I worked in the oil field. I came back and I think I spent like $1,000 at the bar. I would consider that a stupid purchase.
All right, I'll take that one. Thanks. Sorry to put you on the spot like that. I think everybody's enjoyed getting to know you, and I'm gonna compliment you on air because I told you before we started I like the way your beard's looking these days. Everybody, this is Shaun Bott of the Bomb Squad. I'm Mauler Mike. This is Who Dat. Join us next week when we figure out who dat that we're going to be interviewing. Until then, peace out.